Oh, there's a few things going on, with, like, Texas border and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's freaking wild. Do you think a civil war is gonna happen out of that?
Oh, they did say there was gonna be a civil war in Texas, but nothing yet.
Yeah. It was like because like, the Texas Guard was sent out to defend the border, and they're not letting the border
Oh, yeah, the
patrol.
National Guard.
Yeah, and they're not letting the border patrol come in, and Texas, like, Biden administration ain't doing shit to help with the border, and now they're having, like, a good amount of states, like, kinda start supporting them,
I
like,
mean,
governors and shit. They're even, like, sending them supplies and shit.
yeah.
And then it's funny, there's a Civil War movie coming out this year,
What?
or ended this year or something like that, and it's, like, dividing the country. The US is basically divided in, like, 3 different factions.
I mean, if you really think about it,
Yeah.
dude, like, realistically, this is probably what they want.
Oh,
Whoever
for sure.
whoever our enemies and controllers are, because once you divide a fucking country,
Yeah, it's
it
easier to
weakens.
take over.
Yeah, it's weakened. Like, look at Europe, right?
Yeah.
Europe is constantly at war with each other. But if they were just one big unit, like Russia,
Yeah.
you're good. Look at China. China's huge and, like, they're powerful.
Do you
You
think
know?
that's what they're trying to do with the one world government thing, though?
Yeah, probably. I mean, they're trying to do a lot. If you think
Yeah.
about it, like, realistically, like what the major companies in our country is trying to do to, like, the people of America, like,
Yeah.
I believe that they're trying to get rid of, home ownerships and, like, anything. Like,
Yeah.
you can't rent a car, you can't own a car. Eventually, you're just gonna lease it. It just
Mhm.
makes more sense, right?
No, it's true.
'Cause then
What's the saying they're saying? You're gonna own nothing and be happy?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And the whole, like, WEF or whatever, World Economics Forums or some
Mhm.
shit, they're having these, like, meetings that we can't even view or anything like that,
Yeah.
and they're, like, they're
Talk
ready.
about Davos.
Yeah, and they're, like,
Yeah,
they're already preparing for, like, disease X to
yeah.
come out and shit. They don't know what disease X is, or they probably do know? I mean, I don't know, there are a lot of a lot of shit's just whack. And then, there's another article I came across where it's saying, the CDC and FBI are working together to get rid of,
Yeah,
they're trying to get rid of,
CDC.
pro-gun stats.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. So, there's, like, and then they also been changing, like, this they're going after, the gun control and everything,
Mm.
trying to make it more strict on
But the
everyone.
FBI is doing this?
Well, that's what they were saying in the article. FBI and CDC are working together
Why would the CDC wanna come in to and do this?
because 'cause they're the ones that do all the statistics and stuff like that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so CDC does all the statistics, and the FBI's, I guess, is, like, paying them off or some shit like that.
Mm.
And then
Well, I mean, after COVID,
yeah.
nobody even believes the CDC anymore,
Yeah, exactly.
realistically.
I mean, a lot of these government organizations, I think they really hurt themselves during COVID.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I don't think there's no trust in our government at all
No,
nowadays.
no.
I mean, I think in any side that you're on, Democratic, Republican, whatever, 'cause I feel like even if no matter what side you're on, if you're kinda like in there's the far right and the far left.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
out of there.
Yeah.
They're fucking insane.
Far, far.
Yeah, like, they're far.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you're getting, like, I think, like, you get the everyday, citizen and shit, like, they'll agree with, like, both sides stuff, but they'll agree with one side more than the other.
Mhm.
But I don't know, just, like, I don't know.
The people who could see the happy medium is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
exactly. The people that can see the happy medium, they're like they're not trusting anything that the government's saying.
Yeah, 'cause like Ice Cube
Yeah.
says, "Question everything."
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's the greatest thing about Ice Cube, I believe, like, 'cause he like, I watch, like, his videos every once in a
Yeah.
while, and he's always like, "Man, don't ever agree to anything. Always question everything."
Yeah.
And, like, it's funny because like, he's got a lot of really good points on a lot of things that have happened, like, in the entertainment business,
Mhm.
in the government, everything, bro, and he's just like, "Dude, why are you gonna take him at face value, man?"
Yeah.
Like, literally question everything. Do your own research. And then if the answers aren't clear, then they're probably trying to hide some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a great thing about social media nowadays too. Like, it allows people to do their research on their own.
Mhm.
Like, even when the whole pandemic was happening,
Yeah.
my dad, he was like, all, oh, we're all, stay inside, you're gonna die, blah blah. And I just sent him, like, I was like, go do the research. But he basically did the research, and he came back and was like, oh, you're right. And it's like, it's becoming harder and harder for the media to lie to us because there's truth. There's sources to find the truth everywhere around us.
Yeah, I think
And
it's definitely turning against the people who control the media.
yeah.
I mean, they still have control, like, they can still put a stop to, like, certain things like
Mhm.
tags and stuff like that, but, like, you're right, I think with the information of, like well, with the ability to get onto the internet and then find the truth,
Yeah.
so good. Did you hear about Google trying to hide stuff, like
Yeah.
keyword searches and stuff?
Yeah, I've been hearing about that too, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But that's the scary part, like, we got these big corporations, these big businesses, or big people with big influence or whatever, they're able to go into shit like this and literally erase data out of the internet
Yeah.
so people can never find it, you know?
Yeah, that's fucked
And
up.
it's kinda wild. And there's another theory too. They were saying like, like they were saying a lot of these movies that are coming out, they're naming them after certain things, so, like, it kinda deletes the history of it.
Mm.
So, like, for example, like, Black Panther, right? They're talking about the Black Panther Rebellion group, so now if you look at Black Panther, only the movie will come up. They won't talk about the Black Panther's history of, like, fighting for Black power and whatever, you know?
The
Or
actual
yeah,
real Black
yeah,
Panther
you know what I'm
movement.
saying? Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
So, like, they're actually, like, doing these things to, like basically, they're trying to erase all the history so, like, they can, I guess, better control us in a way, you know?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's kinda
Well, that's so what they say, whoever controls the media controls
yeah,
everything.
it's
Everything.
pretty wild, pretty wild.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
That's actually pretty smart that they're doing that in order to take down factions of people.
Mhm. So
So you're telling me I search for a Black Panther to do a research thesis on
you're gonna have to, like, do more specific
you're gonna have
keywords.
to go to like page 50 on fucking Google.
Possibly, I never did it.
That's
I haven't done
crazy.
it, but possibly you probably have to use, like, more, like, keywords and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because 'Cause I'm pretty sure if you just click and type in Black Panther, it's just gonna come up with the
Yeah, the
movie
movie.
Black
Yeah,
Panther,
it'd probably be
yeah.
like 50 fucking pages of it.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to be like Black Panther 19
Yeah,
whatever
yeah, yeah.
year or whatever, and then it'll probably pop up the actual facts and stuff
Yeah,
like
that
that.
makes sense. So you
But
have
there
to
was
be
a
more detailed and specifics.
yeah. But I mean, if they're able to fucking start erasing the history and shit like that, and it's like
Could you imagine growing up and just thinking like, "Oh yeah, that's Black Panther." It's like, "No, dude.
yeah.
Like that's not Black Panther."
I mean, it's gonna happen.
But I have a argumentative point to that, like as a devil's advocate.
Yeah.
It does shine a light on Black Panther too, because it paints him in a way of a superhero too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, they were trying to rebel against social society, whatever, and then they painted him in a light of a superhero.
Yeah.
But I see the way you look at it the other way, where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, we're trying to delete the path of Black Panther.
Mhm.
Huh?
So I don't know. But
Pretty
I
interesting.
mean, even like, like the Georgia Guidestones and shit,
Yeah.
it's completely annihilated, like destroyed.
Crazy.
And then shit. But then it just I don't know, it's just weird. It's just not weird. It's kinda scary to think about that these organizations, like, for this, like, gun stats, they're, like, literally going in there, getting rid of all the pro gun stats
Hmm.
of people, like, normal day civilians that had guns that were able to stop mass shootings from happening,
Yeah.
and they're literally getting rid of the statistics, so they're showing that there's more death of by guns than people saving by guns.
Seriously, that's fucked
Yeah.
up. Like, why? What is the agenda behind that? Why do you have to remove pro gun stats and then put all the negatives?
Because right now, I guess the way they're able to keep the guns the way they are right now with, like I mean, they're still strict and stuff like
Yeah,
that, but the way they're able to prevent more coming is because people are fighting us and bringing out statistics like, "Hey,
yeah,
guns aren't bad.
yeah,
Like, they can defend people. They can
yeah.
do this." Like,
People are bad.
yeah, they
Yeah,
they can do this, and they're trying to get rid of the statistics so people come in and they can't have any proof to show them.
yeah,
So,
that makes
like
sense.
so there's no more like, "Hey, look, guns aren't bad. It's just the fucking people that are doing the bad thing."
But also, like
Yeah.
90% of statistics are fake.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I mean? So it's like you can literally go and do your research and then pay a publishing
Yeah.
like any publisher to publish your article, and then now your fucking article is truth
Mhm.
part of some type of research. But it doesn't make sense because a lot of major companies will do that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think they did that with COVID vaccines? Like, dude, come on.
There was actually, there was another video I came across, and they were actually talking about how they count the homeless population, and it was just about a certain amount of cars in an area in a certain time of day. That's it.
What?
That's how they calculate the homeless population. It's retarded. It was like something along those lines. I just remember reading it. It was like a few days ago. I have to pull it up to like
Yeah.
get the exact way they did it.
Yeah.
But in this area, they just did it that way, and it was like the most dumbest way. Like, there's no way to properly calculate how many homeless people were there. Were
You know what's hard to do is
yeah,
properly getting a good research in. Like, whenever we were like debating topics and stuff and trying to research,
yeah,
like a lot of these topics that we were trying to research was like the same fucking articles posted by like multiple
yeah,
sources, and I almost feel like they're all under one big LLC umbrella or something, like one big
hmm
corporation that just like controls all of these news outlets, and then they just fucking copy and paste. And like, you see that. Like, you ever see those videos on like YouTube or whatever where they're basically like posting all of like the news like channels,
yeah,
and they're basically repeating the same thing over and over and over again. And
Yeah.
Thank you for watching that short clip of Waku Radio. To find the full episode, go follow us on the link below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. You like us, you hate us. Comment below. Don't forget to live life fearlessly.
Cooking up the track, I'm the baker just like Anita. This that 5-star Michelin quality you can eat up.